What's up, everybody? This is SOS Rampages back at you again with some more wrestling content. I can say back at you again because this is something we do multiple episodes of, and it's not something we're starting off new, so it doesn't feel awkward. It's so great to be recording at 5 a.m. in the morning. Do you see the thing at the bottom? That's where you can find me. I'm SOS Rampages over here. I'm on YouTube, Twitch.
You need some water?
I need so many things. But I need y'all to go join us on Twitch and on Twitter and on all of these wonderful things. And you can also talk to him and talk over there.
Hi, I'm hydrated. So yeah, you can follow him on Twitch under SOS Rampage. You can follow me on Twitch under SOS Farm. He is pretty much daily. I am every once in a while. You can catch him on YouTube under the same name. You can catch me on YouTube under Farm27. I am more consistent over there. You can catch us both doing these videos on this channel right here. So definitely subscribe for more of this.
Yes, and that monster rehab recover. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah.
Rehab and recover.
Little liquid to keep the blood moving.
keep the energy going, keep the sanity going. There we go. And that's what we talk about here.
Yes.
Sanity is the key. On our Breaking the Wrestling Barriers, we are going to be discussing some of this Backlash fallout that we do have. Mainly, I mean, the pay-per-view itself was, please be okay, Drew McIntyre. Yes, pretty please.
That was a pretty bad spill.
That was rough. Maybe put some more tables next time, or not do that one. That was rough. Yeah.
I mean, man, we just watched the Sabu match. These guys are gonna do what they're gonna do. You saw the security and the referees. Hey, don't do that. Stop it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm putting them through this table. Not if I put you first.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it broke down to, and yeah, that's where we're at with it as far as that's concerned. Please do well with Jeff Cobb. Please, pretty please, with the cherry on top. Do well with Jeff Cobb.
We're gonna break.
I'm not gonna hold my breath because there's only so many spots for so many people, but hopefully we can do something. John Cena and Randy Orton for the very, very last time, and probably the first time we've had a heel Cena versus a babyface Randy, and it was very interesting and was like every other Randy and John match.
Yeah, completely different concept for something we've literally seen a dozen times. Like, did you see all?
Kind of felt like.
Did you see all the posters that people put out of like all their big matches they headlined at pay-per-views? Like, yeah,
yes.
It's been a crazy ride of all the same match. So I'm glad that they were finally able to switch it up. Even the little things like John Cena doing the "I don't need this" and trying to walk away from the match, and Randy Orton being the big hero in his hometown, being like, "Oh no, you don't. You're coming back."
And it's more about that kind of fallout after. It's very interesting on the spin that they're going to take it, especially if Rock is not going to be around, and having Cena. And I mean, I can give you your shout out now that you kind of almost called this idea, not in this light, but the way that it's happening of like he's already kind of regretting. He's too good. You could see the way he was looking at it after and looking at like the what have I done. Why am I doing this? This isn't me. What did I do? Kind of like, and he's going to turn before he's done and go back to old scene. You can see it in him of like, good's going to overpower evil because that's always been his mantra and always been he's not going to end being bad. It's just, that's not the Cena way. That's not, there's going to be something in him that turns him.
Somebody should, like, in the midst of a promo battle, they should call him Vince. And like they should be like, that should be the one.
I think it's gonna take enough, and I don't know what the next step going to be, I think it's going to have to take like this R-Truth storyline that's happening right now, as far as him, giving him the A through the table and stuff like that. Him really in this R-Truth storyline, giving him a match, but giving him like honestly brutalize Ron a little bit. And then that's going to give someone that leeway to someone that, like, yo, who are you? You just bloodied up your number one man. Like, why? For what? Like, he's just being nice to you. Like, he never did nothing to you. And you massacred him for no reason. Like, who are you? Like, someone, like a younger superstar really bringing that up and saying, like, I looked up to you, John. Like, what do you... Like, how could you do this? Like, like someone really breaking through to him and someone being that person of like a, that ultimate babyface. I don't know who it is yet. I don't know who breaks through to that, but like
someone that's like the exact opposite of MJF, but can like pull out that I met you when I was 9. You're the reason why I'm doing this. Like, he has to speak for the whole audience, but like the ultimate one that made it.
Maybe I just thought about this,
and
I mean, I see the blonde in that ring. Maybe Cody saying how much he looked up to in the locker room back in the day when he was carrying the company, being that baby face, being that guy. And who are you now? You brutalized Ron. That's our friend. How would you do that?
I don't know, man. I think Cody's too old. I think it needs to be a younger gen guy. Maybe Braun.
Maybe. I mean, he's going on this heel run right now, so that kind of
that throws it like. But I don't know. So yeah, you remember when Scott Steiner came out at Road Wild and he was like laying on the stretcher with like, what if R-Truth came out like that? And then, John Cena's like, oh, you think this is funny? And then brutalized him again. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't put anything past him at this point. I think that, but it needs to not be too comedic. It needs to be kind of serious for them to be able to transfer this over and get it kind of over the way they need to.
Yeah.
You also had Grande Americano helping out Dominic Mysterio and retaining his title as far as setting up, it seems like, the Penta versus Grande Americano match. A lot of rumors being a mask versus mask match. I mean, there's some little part of me, as much as I'm the biggest Penta fan in the world, of like, what if WWE did it? What if they made, Penta, do the face paint? I mean, it still would be significant, but that's all their mask money. That's all their merch money. I mean, that's a hard sell.
I just figured it out. You have your Pentagon mask. you're like, if they don't have it, mine kind of skyrockets. So I don't really care if he has it or not.
It just feels like, and I mean, I guess I'm not used to the old man being out, and that just seems like such a Vince thing to do. Like, that's something he would have done 100%. Let's put him in his place, pal. Let's take his mask off and see if he'll work with it.
I don't see them doing that with the AAA accusation that they just got.
No,
like they want to keep things the way the AAA audience likes it, and not just send a maskless Penta back over there and then be like, but here's El Grande Americano. They will eat that man alive if you do that.
No. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to lead to him, demasking Grande, and, it's Chad Gable finally being able to do his thing for a little bit. And it's like we've talked about this, it feels like, for so many years now. Just like, hey, let's let Chad Gable just do the Kurt Angle thing because he can do it. He has the charisma. How many more times do we have to test him on? He's got the mat acumen. He's got the comedic chops. Hell, he had the comedic chops back in NXT. Like, he carried that team of American Alpha as far as the charisma side of it.
Yeah, you see, here's this thing. His hair just keeps growing. Like, the sooner it starts to thin, we can start to... And then when he's like, yo, I'm ready to chop it. Oh, okay, put the rocket on him. but it just keeps growing. It's like really good in the center. The sides, like full head of healthy hair. It's like a young Kurt Angle. He's still in the Olympics on Kurt Angle's hair scale.
Fair.
That's my thought, because otherwise I have no reason why I can think of why Chad Gable's not already a multiple time champion, any type of champion.
I mean, I hate to do this, but it is. You know why? It's not the hair.
That's because he was Shorty G.
He's short. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, well,
I don't make the rules. I just kind of follow them.
my patience with them is running short.
Well, so I'll get you in a better mood because I put this topic on there. We'll jump over the line, and this is specifically for you. Look, Victoria Crawford's back wrestling in Impact. Look at her go. She did a whole axe kick and cut her opponent in half, literally.
Yeah, scissors kick and axe kick, slice you in half. Yeah, welcome back. She's going to dominate the knockouts division, and for some reason, her and Tessa are friends. But that just shows.
And Robbie E, don't forget Robbie E is there too.
Oh, Robbie E is there. Wait, is he Robbie E or is he Robert?
He's Robert Stone.
Okay, because don't tell me he's Robbie E, bro.
He's not Robbie E.
Okay,
he's Robbie E.
Okay, because we can bring the list back. But yeah, it just shows how great of a person that Victoria Crawford is, that she's willing to be Tessa Blanchard's friend in this atmosphere that we live in 2025.
Hmm.
She's an angel.
It's going to be interesting to see.
You should watch all of her matches and support her and buy her t-shirts. And tell her I sent you.
Tell her I sent you. All right. Anything else? You got your 2 cents in?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just waiting for her next match.
That's fair. It seems like it's gonna be some sort of tag match. I mean, that seems like, and she needs to kind of stay away from Slamovich because she's gonna slam a bitch.
As she does.
Yeah,
she's gonna be very hard to slice in half.
I kind of skirt. It's kind of that way with that one.
Yeah, throw someone over. Throw Robbie E over there.
As you do.
Yeah.
We are going to, keep hopping on over, keeping that hop on over to that AEW side of things, setting up for Beach Break. I mean, you see in the background here, a big story is this wonderful, wonderful man Ricochet, bringing more and more joy to all of us by taking Zach Cowan's leg and having a match with him on Dynamite.
You know what, Ricochet? You can have 3 legs, but you still don't have any hair. I don't know what else to say about that. Why'd you take his leg, Ricochet? Come on now.
If you could, and this is completely up to you because it is completely open-ended right now as far as I'm concerned, and I mean, this couldn't even be the way it is. If you had to book who helps Zach Gowen win this match and sets up the next feud with heel Ricochet, I know one person that might be, but I don't really want it to be, but it seems like it's gonna be
Darby.
He's kick flipping on a mountain.
I know. I want him to climb down this mountain and be like, "You're taking people's legs, man. What the hell? I saw what you did from the top of Mount Everest." And I took the wheels off this board and I slid right down. I fell along the way and I broke my wrist, but I'll be ready in 3 weeks. And I want to fight you, Ricochet.
It seems like they're kind of diverting away from what they were originally kind of going with Kevin Knight. Because Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey are doing their tag team thing now, so it doesn't seem like that's kind of the avenue that they're going to go with it. Could see like a Will Hobbs maybe would be a fun one. I mean, it's pretty open-ended right now as far as you throw a baby face out there to
a bigger bully to bully the bully.
Yes.
Ooh, I got one for you. Brody King.
Cody King would be a fun one. Like anybody that bigger that could have a nice match with Ricochet going into Double or Nothing. Like he needs some sort of opponent going into Double or Nothing, and especially the way that he laid Zach Gowen out. I mean, you could really get the heat on Ricochet and put him over here, but it really seems like it's setting up him putting over Zach Gowen here with some sort of assistance from someone. And with it being a bigger guy, it's almost like that repayment of the Brock Lesnar use that man got in the early 2000s of like, now he's got the big guy to come help him and, squash the little mans.
One of these big guys saw that when they were growing up, and now they got the size to be like, not this time.
Not this time. I'm going to help you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, so. you messing with him, you messing with me.
So it shall be interesting.
I can see Brody coming out and just knocking Ricochet out and then just taking one of his fancy robes and then just putting it on and leaving with it. Like, yeah, we take stuff now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's mine. Bring me something next week.
And then we do have the main event, I'm sure, of the evening. It's going to be Samoa Joe and Moxley in a solid steel cage. The way that they're setting this up and kind of how it feels like it's going to be, I really feel like they're going to kind of give them time with it. I feel like it might be a little bit brutal as far as it's Mox, it's Joe. I don't know if Joe's going to get another world title shot like this again. And I think he's going in Chicago, like I said, in a steel cage. I feel like they're going to use that cage to abundance. And it's going to be, it might be a little bit gruesome, at least in my opinion, where it's going to lead.
I mean,
where who do you think's going to win? What do you think's going to happen? Kind of idea.
I want Joe to win, but I think Mox is somehow still going to pull out. Mox hasn't bled since he did the spot with Cope, right?
I don't think so. No, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a while. It's about time for him to have a performance, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just hope that by the time Mox is bleeding, Joe can grab a hold of him and choke him out before the Death Riders can interfere. But
also, Sky Blue is also returning on Beach Break. See if she could pick up a win over Tony Storm. That would be fun to set up.
No one beats Tony Storm.
I know, but like, can she like? So how about she pin somebody else in the Eliminator match? Pin like one of the other four. Don't pin Tony.
As long as it's not Tony Storm, darling. No one beats Tony Storm. You'd have to go back in time to beat Tony Storm.
I mean, she's never lost an Eliminator match. That's also where, like, I feel like that has to be broken at some point in time.
Give it to Athena. She ain't doing.
They haven't announced the other two yet, so maybe she's doing Ring of Honor. She's doing stuff.
I mean, as far as AEW, like since her appearance against Mercedes, she's not doing anything since on AEW TV. So give it to Athena. Let her be.
Any last little things about the main event? Because I got you sidetracked. What are you thinking?
According to history, this will be the perfect time for Pac to return because like the numbers will be figured out.
Off the cage and hurt himself.
No, he doesn't hurt himself when he comes back. He hurts himself in the first match back. So he'll land perfectly. Feel great, mate.
Who's jumping off the cage then?
Yuta.
Mox. Yuta. Okay.
Yuta might get shoved off the cage.
Oh, through like some tables, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Joe will shove his head off when he's trying to get back in there or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, it shall be fun on Beach Break on Wednesday night, and it shall be fun in the WWE and all over the wrestling world as it usually is. We are going to call it on this one. You pitch yourself and where people can find you.
I am SOS Farm on Twitch, and I am Farm27 on YouTube. And over to
And I'm SOS Rampages here. Check out all the pretty little wrestling videos over there. We talked about the career of Sabu. We were going to talk about a little bit of the Randy Orton, John Cena feud. We talk about the House of Glory stuff. We do gaming stuff. Check us out on all of those platforms. Check us out on the Society of Streamers Discord, where you can watch different fun things like stuff like this. And with that being said, let's get you and us out of here so we can finish this off for the night. Thank you. Fuck you. Goodbye.